say the more my work gets done. I live and breathe this Philadelphia freedom. From the day that I walked.
I challenge a new generation of young Americans to a season of service, to act on your idealism by helping troubled children, keeping company with those in need, reconnecting our torn communities. There is so much to be done.
We get kids coming in beaten, we get kids coming in hungry, we get kids coming in sick, and the average teacher will tell you here that they spend more than 50% of their time as a social worker, cutting dramatically into what they can do as an educator.
The most important lesson of the last 3 decades is this: children don't need agencies, they don't need systems. Children need families. And what we have to do is to find a way for all these agencies and systems to support families. Because if we don't do that, all the money we spend on children will simply guarantee that we'll have to do it all over again in the next generation.
America's large cities share many problems. Poverty, crime, and ever-shrinking budgets are common in most of our large cities. Still, it's easier to find a mayor to run the city than it is to find a superintendent to fix the city's failing school system.
The man and the fact that he had a plan and believed that he could change things, and it was obviously extremely intelligent and had a record of success in Kentucky and Maryland, those were the things that made me convinced that David Hornbeck was the right person.
Into office.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Sure. Thank you.
So I think it's going to be a great day for all of us, and most importantly of all, the beginning of a great new era.
August 15th, 1994 was David Hornbeck's first day on the job.
This is about a new agenda for America's children and for Philadelphia's children. Whether or not we're going to maintain and extend the long history here in Philadelphia of most children not achieving, or whether we're going to change that.
Achieving called for more accountability, higher standards, full-day kindergarten, and more technology. He also wanted families, churches, community organizations, and business leaders to get involved.
He recognizes that you can't just fix the schools in a vacuum. It's impossible. The schools are a reflection of the society at large.
Most school districts, the central office picks the curriculum. It sets the lunchroom menu. It may even regulate the thermostats. David Hornbeck wanted to break Philadelphia's school district into 22 pieces, or mini school districts. He called them clusters.
It's just a goodbye. Teach your children well. Their father's hell did slowly go by.
Philadelphia School Superintendent David Hornbeck wanted $120 million in the 95-96 budget to meet his so-called children achieving initiatives and make citywide improvements. But the district could only come up with $40 million. The budget was adopted today and calls for 64 cluster schools to begin phase 1 of children achieving next year. But the remaining 193 city schools will have to wait.
Does this, in a sense, mean that we will be running two different systems within the district simultaneously? Unfortunately, the answer is yes.
much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world.
This is a demonstration project.
5 years ago, 3 years ago, the school system was failing since the 60s on up.
There's at least 6 languages in my class. Children who speak 6 different languages.
I think Pennsylvania does a basically lousy job as it relates to poor children.
I just want to know where you draw the line. If I set out to teach long division and not a single kid learns long division, it's the right age to teach long division and learn it. Not a single kid learns long division. Did I do a bad job?
I don't know. I really don't know because there are too many variables.
This is a tough town. It's a strong union town, and it's a town that's very sort of set in its ways.
Can you evaluate a teacher on the performance of the students?
Yes. Yes or no?
No, you cannot.
You cannot evaluate a teacher on the performance of his or her students?
Right.
Don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La ta 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 ta. History. Biology. Well, la ta 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 ta.
I think David is weak on politics.
That Harrisburg hasn't yet ceased its mistreatment of Philadelphia children.
David Hornbeck and the teachers union would have a very difficult time to change or improve their relationship. I think it's just gone that far.
Dr. Mills? No.
I would give David an A on enthusiasm, an A on ideas, probably a D on political skills. Please.
David Hornbeck's been here for 2 years. Give him a grade.
An F.
An F?
F. An F for Floyd.
Give David Hornbeck a grade.
C-.
In the main, I keep waiting after 30 years to have that proverbial thick skin in which it just sort of bounces off. It doesn't. It hurts.
This is an absolute fraud.
We have not stood silently by. We have not simply taken it. We have actively filed lawsuits. We have spoken the truth.
It made him angry.
He would put Machiavelli to shame.
Betrayal? Gosh, that's an awfully strong word.
That is the David Hornbeck messianic, if you don't believe in me, stuff that's crap.
If you disagreed with him about money, he equated that to some sense of racism.
He will not cooperate. It is not in his nature. He's like a petulant child. It's either his way or he's going to go after you. Next thing I expect him to do is throw himself down and bang his head on the floor if he doesn't get his way.
Somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need.
I'm here this afternoon because I have decided to declare Olney and one other high school in the city a Keystone School.
Anyway.
yourself, why Army?
Perpetrated on us, not only on the students, but on the faculty also, who have built their careers here.
It's a major decision made, and parents were not included in that decision. Then I had some concerns.
Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Now my life has changed in so many ways.
This school had a stranglehold in the Philadelphia media. It was in the newspapers, on just about every TV station. You couldn't get away from it.
I am very proud to be an Olney teacher, and I will be very proud to be the first one out of here.
And behind us right now, students are now forming a big union out in the middle of the street.
We understand that we're still being Keystone, but we didn't sit and take it spoon.
When I was younger, so much younger than today.
And here come the Olney students right now. They are marching down Front Street. They're chanting no Keystone.
Now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured.
The bane of my existence, because it's a place where achievement was almost not measurable.
Matter of fact, Barbara, you were going to tell me I had to sit down.
No, I didn't say you had to sit down. I asked you if you would have a seat because, frankly, I think that it's intimidating for you all to be sitting here.
We want to let these people know what they're up against.
You are free to let them know, and you are free to talk to them when they come outside this meeting.
And when
it's
we have members,
for you to take
we have
over.
members here
Members here
and we
whose
have a right
rights
to
have to be protected.
And those rights will be protected. And
Not
by you guys, by
not by
us.
And you are free to talk to your members anytime that you want, but this is a meeting that was set for a certain purpose, and it is rude to disrupt it.
It's a violation of our contract to have it.
It's not a violation of the contract to have. I'd like to introduce...
My name's David Hornbeck. I'm the superintendent of schools in Philadelphia.
If you have a significant number of people who resist change, it's difficult to work with that.
Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose. For we were young and sure to have our way.
Some of you have traveled far and near to gather the highest name among men. It is our prayer that God's richest blessing will attend our way as we engage in this most important and historic conference, bringing the communities of faith and the communities of educators from across the country together.
I think that faith communities, churches, synagogues, mosques, and schools, public schools, are the two institutions that are throughout the city, throughout the land, who are the most stable institutions, who are centered and have been centered historically, as well as today, on children. And it has seemed to me that over the last 20 or 30 years that we have backed away from this common ground that we occupy.
There are really two things faith-based communities can contribute that will tame that bureaucracy so that people at the front lines, whether they are teachers or whether they're part of the Family Resource Network, can be more flexible.
Communities have a role to play in the education of our children. Faith communities have so many resources in their churches and in their mosques and in their synagogues and in their temples. They have resources that the school districts don't have.
Common ground that allows us to honor constitutional principles as well as serve the needs of our youngest citizens.
Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose.
What's the name of David Hornbeck's plan?
Children Achieving.
Children achieving.
Children achieving.
Children achieving.
Are you serious about asking the question?
Children achieving.
How many points?
10.
10. 11 or 12.
10.
10. What are the 10 points?
You want me to list all 10 points?
All 10 of them?
All 10 of them.
I don't know all 10 of them.
Well, I could probably give you 10, not in order.
I have no idea.
What are the 10 points?
You want them forward or backward?
To have all the segments of the city involved.
The first is the focus on all kids. Means all, what about all don't you understand?
I know that one of them is technology.
Okay.
The second is a focus on standards.
You know, curriculum, higher academic achievement.
Well, it would be to have all children reading.
The fifth is a focus on early childhood education.
Work on having good attendance, work on having the children here on time.
The seventh one is focused on the tools of education, books, computers, facilities.
Getting money for the schools.
Right.
And then the last one, do the other 10.
Staff training, professional development.
How are we doing?
Well, so far we got 15 of the 10. Keep trying.
No, I am not going to keep trying. Cut the tape.
Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life
I mean, it wasn't a haphazard thrown together program. They equipped the schools with the furniture they needed, all the equipment they needed, the hands-on things, the books. They did
They've
a
never
good
done that
job.
before. I mean, classes are put together and you actually get supplies for new classes. We have full-day kindergarten. The teachers have started to notice a difference in the reading levels of children. Yes.
It's a strength that you have someone who truly is a true believer. Because you ain't going to change this without being a true believer. Occasionally, his inflexibility and lack of political skills have been frustrating to me. But for those people who were critics of David Hornbeck, tell me what else you know. He's getting better on political skills, too.
Are students learning more today than they did before David Hornbeck got in?
We're certainly making the effort. Certainly. Money and the effort.
I mean, look at all the computers.
Our attendances are, we have 140 computers in this building, all networked.
I thought I could get away without dealing with the Hornbeck question, right? I really think that it would be a big mistake to change the superintendent at this time.
We started this, I had a hope or a faith or a something that if we did this stuff, we could succeed at scale with all the kids, but I didn't really know it.
Hornbeck had accomplished a lot. Full-day kindergarten, more technology, higher test scores, and even a hint of peace with the union.
Mr. Hornbeck, we thank you. For next year, because that's the way we're going to be able to show progress.
I agree with Ted.
Since David Hornbeck took the job in Philadelphia 6 years ago, the 56 largest cities in the United States have had a total of 148 school superintendents.
Tell me something about your job.
Well, the most fun part of my job is getting to come like this morning to your school here at Barton and see all the children hard at work doing things like interviewing superintendents.
And we have a superintendent that I believe cares as much about children as anybody I have ever seen, Superintendent David Hornbeck.
It is a great honor and it is with great pride that I join you today. As you look beyond this day to the next stage of your life, you and I both know that you're going to face some hard times. You'll need courage to stand up for what you think is right, even if it costs you money or what you might have thought was friendship. You will need courage to see your own weaknesses. But whatever it is, it's important that you have a sense that you can do something that is better than most anyone else can do. And I want to be emphatic about something. There's not a single one of us who can't achieve that. Again, I congratulate every single one of you. Good luck and God bless. Thank you. Well done.
What David has done has been nothing short of miraculous.
I will not trade David Hornbeck for $300 million.
All right.
Hush. Hush.
Well,
Someone is calling my name and yours and yours.
Stand up on any child. Shout for our children. Stand up for our children. Stand up for our children. Stand up for our children. We all need a mighty shout for our children. Shout, shout, shout for our children.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection. The people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection.